Today we're going to read Nate the Great, Where Are You? Chapter 1. Too Many Cases. My name is Nate the Great. I am a detective. My dog Sludge is a detective too. We have been together for a long time. We have been eating pancakes and bones and solving cases together. Sludge wasn't on my first case, but he has been with me in all my cases since the day I found him in a field. Sometimes we have too many cases. Today I was eating pancakes. Sludge was crunching a bone. Eating is the best part of the day, I said. Today we have 5 cases I do not want and you do not want. Listen. Sludge's ears pricked up. First case, Rosamond said. Rosamond asked me to find her missing turnip. She said it ran away. Second case, Annie said she couldn't find Fang's special dog toothpaste. It makes Fang's teeth look big and shiny and hungry, she said. Third case, Claude, who is always losing things, just told me that he won't have anything special to find. You are a great detective, Claude said. Find me something great to find, something really, really special. Fourth case, Sludge licked the board. Too many cases, I said. And Rosamond, Annie, Fang, Claude, and Harry are all after us, I said. We must escape. I wrote a note to my mother. Sludge and I walked out the back door. We are going to the Disguise for Detective store, I said. We'll walk fast. Chapter 2. The Perfect Disguise. Soon we're at the store. I am Nate the Great. I'm a detective, I said to the man behind the counter. Today I have 5 cases. Today I don't want to look like Nate the Great. Sludge here is also a detective. He looks like a dog, the man said. I agree. But don't you have disguises for dog detectives? Well, I have this soft spot with 3 fluffy tails. It'll be a fine disguise for a dog. Here, I'll put it on him. Sludge was excited. He wagged his 4 tails. Then he bit the 3 fluffy ones. I might possibly be able to make him look like a cat, the man said. Sludge bit again. Do you have anything for me? I asked. The man brought out a costume. You'll be from Mars, he said. I, Nate the Great, say that Mars is not in my neighborhood. Here is a 4-tailed dog. We'll be noticed right away. The man suddenly smiled. Wait, he said. Trees are in our neighborhood. And I have a new tree costume for you. And your dog detective will look fine as a bush. And green is such a lovely color. You and your dog were meant for green. Sludge sniffed and sniffed the bush costume. Was he trying to tell me something? Did he want it to be a bush? Sludge is not prickly. Sludge is not shedding leaves. Thank you anyway, I said to the man. We'll be back for Halloween. Chapter 3. Out of Sight. Let's take a walk in the woods, I said to Sludge. We rushed into the woods and found a bench that was surrounded by bushes and trees and flowers. Nobody can see us here, I said. Sludge wagged his one and only tail. He was happy. It's nice and quiet too, I said. This will be a perfect day. Suddenly we heard a loud voice. A strange loud voice. Nate the Great, where are you? Rosamond was calling. Rosamond has a strange voice. Rosamond has a strange everything. Then I heard more voices. Nate the Great, where are you? 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 Suddenly I wished that I was from Mars and that Sludge had 4 tails. Too late now, but not too late to go deep into the woods. Chapter 4. Found. I'm not sure where we are, I said to Sludge, but neither are the people who are looking for us. Sludge wagged his tail. Sludge was a great detective. He had been trying to tell me something. He had wanted to be a bush. If he had been a bush and I had been a tree, we could have easily mixed in with the real bushes and trees. But now we had gone deep into the woods and everybody thought we were lost. I heard a voice. Rosamond was calling. I will send out a search team of my cats. Nate the Great, did not like to hear that. Rosamond's cats are the Hexes. Plain eggs, little eggs, big eggs, and super eggs. I hoped they were not hungry. Claude spoke up. I could find Nate if I wanted to, he said. But today I am not looking for Nate or Sludge. I am looking for something special. I wonder. Sludge was not wondering. He was busy sniffing. He started to walk. He looked back at me. You are a better sniffer than I am, I said. I'll follow you, Sludge. Sludge and I zigzagged our way back to the bench. Rosamond, Annie, Fang, Claude, and Harry were waiting. Rosamond said, Nate the Great, you found yourself. What a great detective you are. No, Sludge is the great detective, I said. Sludge found us. He sniffed his way to success. Sludge licked me. We sat down on the bench. It felt good. Rosamond, Annie, Fang, Claude, and Harry walked up to the bench. We all have cases to solve, Rosamond said. I solved Claude's case, I said. Just now he found Sludge and me. Claude stared at me. He was mad. You did not solve my case, he said. I can find Nate the Great and Sludge every day. But so what? You are not special. Annie spoke up. My case was the first one, she said. Fang's missing toothpaste. I rubbed the toothpaste on his teeth 2 days ago. I pressed the tube with my finger and out came the paste. Very easy. How long do Fang's teeth stay shiny? I asked. Just a few hours, Annie said. Very well, I said. Let me look at Fang's teeth. But why did Nate the Great, say that? Now I had to look at Fang's teeth. They look very shiny, I said. How can that be? I turned to Annie. Did Fang like what you did? I don't know, Annie said. Fang never looks in the mirror. Where did you last see the toothpaste tube? I asked. On the bathroom counter. Easy to reach. Someone must have taken it. I stood up. Is anyone here brave enough to clean Fang's teeth? Silence. Nate the Great, was not surprised. Here is what happened, I said. Easy to reach? Well, Big Fang could have easily stood up and knocked the toothpaste tube off the counter. Then he had a good time. He easily pressed on the tube with his claws. The paste came out. Fang easily got his teeth into the toothpaste. Fang has a smiley, shiny smile. End of case. Nate the Great, say you will find the toothpaste tube wherever Fang collects his toys. Harry raised his hand. Can you take my case next? I'm really scared. A creature with 4 tails ran by me the other day. It was weird. It was even wearing a scarf. I looked in the library and school for an answer, but I can't find one. 4 tails, that's a lot. Good for you, Harry, I said. Looking for an information in a library and school. Well, Nate the Great, can solve your case right now. But it's better for you to see the evidence yourself. Leave the woods, walk 1 block down Dartmouth Street, then turn into Oakville Street. Go into the store on the left corner. I'll go with Harry, Annie said. Sometimes a little brother needs an older sister. Good, Harry said. 4 tails. That's trouble. I turned to Sludge. We are solving some cases. Just a minute, Rosamond said. I was case number 1. The turnip who walked away, remember? How could I forget? Nate the Great, need more pancakes and Sludge needs more bones. We'll have to go home and think. Be sure to watch the walking turnip, Rosamond said. Nate the Great, now knew that there were worse things than becoming a man from Mars. Chapter 5. Where's the walking turnip? Sludge and I went home. We looked just like Sludge and Nate the Great, and we ate just like Sludge and Nate the Great. Everything was the way it should be. No disguises for us. I looked at Sludge. We did a lot of good detective work today, didn't we? The doorbell rang. Not enough, I said. Rosamond was at the door. Nate the Great, where are you? I'm right here, I said. But the turnip isn't, Rosamond said. You're a detective and you can't find a walking turnip. I saw you and Sludge go into the disguises for a detective store. You came out looking just the way you looked when you walked in. How boring. She stamped her foot and walked away. I looked at Sludge. When we were in the disguises for a detective store, I should have become a tree, and you should have become a bush. You knew that. When we went into the woods, nobody had found us. Too late now. Sludge wagged his tail. He agreed. I, Nate the Great, think that I have a case and a clue. Somebody was unhappy about something I said today, and I think I know what to do about it. Chapter 6. Happy Endings. We are going to Claude's house, I said. Sludge and I took the last bites of our food. Then we rushed to Claude's house. I knocked on his door. Claude opened it. Well, hello, Nate the Great and Sludge. Claude looked mad. He kept talking. You should know that finding you two is not special. I can find you anytime I want. I know where you live, I know what you eat, but that's not special enough for today. Today I want to find something really special. Sludge looked sad. He thought he was special. Claude looked straight at me. Do you know what's really special to find? It's a walking turnip. I, Nate the Great, say that a walking turnip isn't special because there is no such thing as a walking turnip. Claude looked proud. Well, I just saw one, he said, and now I'm a very happy Claude. Glad to hear that, I said. I, Nate the Great, like happy endings in a case, and so, congratulations. Sludge and I left Claude's house. This case wasn't over. Chapter 7. The walking turnip is found. I, Nate the Great, and Sludge did something we don't like to do. We ran to Rosamond's house. I rang her doorbell. She was home. She heard her coming to the door. Sludge and I walked into her house. Why are you here? Rosamond said. I, Nate the Great, have good news. Oh, Rosamond said. What good news? I smiled. I found the walking turnip, exactly what you wanted me to do. Well, Rosamond said. Why don't you like this news? I asked. You were angry that I hadn't found the turnip. Well, Rosamond said. Sludge and I walked straight up to Rosamond. You, I said, are the walking turnip. How do you know that? She asked. I put some clues together, I said. You knew about the disguise store and you thought it'd be fun to dress up as a turnip. You bought a turnip costume. Claude told you that he wanted to find something special today. So you pretended that you had a real problem about a walking turnip. And when you got a chance, you walked in your tall turnip costume in front of Claude. Now he's very happy. And you are still pretending that you are looking for a walking turnip. You did a nice thing for Claude. It is not exactly what Sludge and I would have done. Sludge wagged his tail. Rosamond actually smiled. I was getting tired of saying that I was looking for a walking turnip, she said. Glad to be of help, I said. Sludge and I walked home. Chapter 8. Forever Great. Let's sit down and talk, I said to Sludge. People who pretended to be something they are not should not do that unless it's Halloween or they are at a costume party. But I never want to be a man from Mars. I don't want to be a tree. And I don't want my dog to be a bush, okay? Sludge jumped on my lap, and we sat and thought how great it was to be forever Nate the Great. That's the end of this book. If you liked it, please put many likes on the channel. Bye!